Nope, nope. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think you're ready to see this, guys. I think it's gonna be too much to handle. Ugh, fine. I know, right? I'm hardly wearing any makeup. I just look terrible. It's like, don't even look at me. Just don't. I'm just playing with y'all. I know that my hair is the big elephant in the room here. I really like it, actually. Look at it. Pink, pink, and more pink. I like pink. Yeah, so I know I had pink hair before, but it was so light that it faded super quick, and I didn't have it for very long, so I just went all the way this time. Full-blown pink extravaganza. I don't know anybody in my circle of friends who's gone so far to dyeing pretty much half their head a weird color, and it just showed to me again that I'm definitely the weird one in the group. I think we all have stuff that we think is a little odd, or that we think that people sort of judge us on, so I thought, hey, let's name a couple here. Just bring you all into my personal life and share a little taste of me. Now, some of these things that I'm going to say, a lot of people might be able to relate to. I'm just stating things that kind of go against the norm, so that I think that I'm in the minority of, so to speak. Like the first one is that I really don't like Starbucks. And everybody's always blabbing about how fantastic Starbucks is, how they need their daily dose of Starbucks, and I'm sitting here going, what is the hype? I go into that store, and I don't know what's going on in the menu. I want a shot of this, I want a skinny of this, I want a low fat of this. Is that what skinny means? I don't know what that means. I'm a Tim Hortons person all the way. And that brings me to my second quirky trait, which is that I hate coffee. Hate it. So you can imagine why I don't like Starbucks, since almost the entire menu is coffee. Almost. But yeah, I even try like those iced cappuccinos at Tim Hortons that everyone raves about, and I sip it. Every time I sip it I go, bleh. What is that? I just don't like coffee flavored anything, so I don't like mochas, lattes. I'm not even a really big tea person. I like, you know, English breakfast type, so kind of your standard tea. This is another thing that in my world is quirky. Quirky. God, that word's odd. And that is that I play video games and none of my girlfriends do. I have a couple guy friends that do, because most guys tend to play video games, which can be a very lonely life. You know, I'm sitting here playing Skyrim on my days off, and I get a really cool staff or something, and I want to tell everybody about it, but oh no, I don't have anyone to share my triumphs with. I'm also one of those people that is always hungry, and that seems to be rare. People do get hungry, right? But they can kind of put off eating or whatever. No, if I put off eating for even 2 hours, my stomach is going to be very angry at me. So if I'm in a lecture and it's really quiet and everyone's paying attention, my stomach is going to growl so loud that people will stare. So I have to keep eating during the day. I can't just chill and say, oh, I can wait. No. Now. I saw a really good Tumblr post that said when you're in a class and everyone's studying silently and your stomach decides to drop the bass. That was a perfect description of what happens to me. Another thing that is quirky for girls is I do not like shopping unless I'm buying stuff, but even then, I just want to get out of the way. You know, I go in, I grab things, I usually grab a lot of things because I don't really know what I'm going to like, go in the change room, try it on, buy something, leave. I don't like walking around the mall, just looking at the windows. No. I want to go home and throw my stuff on the floor and play Skyrim. This isn't uncommon. I know this isn't uncommon. Well, I don't like tanning. It scares me to go tanning. Look at this skin. I'm almost blue. I'm so white. If I lay on a beach for half an hour, I'm gonna be a baked lobster. Yuck. So I just avoid the tanning situation. I guess another thing that's kind of weird about me is I can listen to almost any kind of music. I think the only exception to that is heavy metal, because I don't really know what's going on when I hear heavy metal. I just I don't even know what they're saying. So, but yeah, I listen to dubstep. I missed my finger. I listen to dubstep, classical, pop's my favorite, but rock. One of the weirdest things about me is that I don't cry in movies or books or anything. I'm more likely to cry at a video game. I haven't, but I've come close. Frickin' Walking Dead. Why'd you have to do that to me? You know The Notebook? People always crying at that. I hate The Notebook. It's like one of my least favorite movies. There are some movies where I come close to crying, but I have never been further from crying at a movie than The Notebook. Jeez. But yeah, I just don't cry. TV, movies, nothing. I do have emotions. I'm not a robot, but I just don't feel the need to cry at movies. I'm sorry. Did I just offend the entire nation? I think what I realized here just now is that I basically just showed any guy out there how you can win my affection. You know, I've told you what kind of music I like. I told you I don't like coffee, so don't be bringing that in the morning. No. But I do like going to Hawaii and Mexico and all them places. Just because I don't like tanning doesn't mean that I don't like the beach. I love me a beach or a pool. Dating me 101. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you know if it works out. If I go on the best date of my life, you'll know it was because of this video, because everyone just knows my tastes and interests. Thanks for watching. And I just want to say this, because I know a lot of people are scared to dye their hair these crazy colors. They just don't think they're quirky enough. I'm here to tell you that if you want to dye your hair purple, dye your hair purple. If you want to dye your hair yellow, dye your hair yellow. Can you even do that? It would just look blonde almost, but like that Lady Gaga yellow was bleh. Don't be scared to do it. Even if it's temporary, just live your life. It's a beautiful thing. I feel so liberated. Next thing you know, I'm going to be protesting and joining a rock band. Now I want to go play rock band. I can play almost expert on guitar. Yeah. That's dateable material right there. Bye!